Hey everybody. I hope you're doing well. So I said I was doing another not a wear test, a sweat test, humidity test. And this today is going to be a surprising test, and it is a Glamoflauge. All right. And Glamoflauge is 16-hour wear. All right. And it says about Glamoflauge, hard candies Glamoflauge Full Coverage Foundation is an oil-free, long-wearing, smooth liquid makeup that lasts for up to 16 hours. Actually, it lasts longer than that. Glides on effortlessly, leaving skin. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on Glamoflauge's site so you can um, um, get all the information. Okay, so about Glamoflauge. I've talked about Glamoflauge before. Um, actually in detail. And the way the benefits of it, the way it is. And I decided to put it to the test out there, and um, it's really good. So, okay, this is what it says about Glamoflauge. And I've already done a video on how to find your foundation with Glamoflauge. Okay, a full coverage yet lightweight liquid foundation that provides natural, flawless all-day wear. Why it's special. Matte finish that lasts up to 16 hours. I haven't noticed that with Glamoflauge, that it's matte. Transfer proof and water resistant. Oh, okay, so it says that. Transfer proof and water resistant. Built-in luxury beauty blender applicator. Formulated with flexible film technology to help erase fine lines and wrinkles. Lightweight, oil-free, extend wear, vegan, cruelty-free. Key ingredients: vitamin E, an antioxidant, and an important skin nutrient that helps moisturize and brighten skin, reducing signs of aging and improving your skin's tone and texture. How to use: applied to clean, primed skin using the built-in applicator. Gently blend into the skin for desired coverage. Built-in applicator. That must be the doe foot. I've not ever used the doe foot to blend it, just to apply a little bit, and then I use my sponge. All right, so it says transfer proof and water resistant. Okay, so today we are going to go out there just like I have before. No air conditioning on. The windows down just a little bit to get some air. And right now, where I am, it is, I'm retrieving there we go. All right now it is 93 degrees, and it is, just a minute, 12% humidity. So, this is what I'm doing. This is what I do with sweat tests and humidity tests. I go out in my vehicle, no air conditioning, with the windows down just a little bit so I can get some air to breathe, and I sit in my vehicle. And I've sat in my vehicle up to an hour. My face, I sweat to see, what the foundation is going to do and put it to its claims that it is water resistant, transfer resistant, sweat and humidity resistant. So that's what we are going to do. Now, I have my makeup on, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. And then we are going out there and we are going to test this foundation. Okay, now I don't have my blush and highlight on because I don't think it's necessary. My eyes are done. This is one side of Glamoflauge. Okay, it is on and ready to go. And this is the other side. My makeup is Rimmel blue eyeliner, hard candy, mascara, and then for my eye color, I used my Too Faced palette with oh my goodness, Princess Cut. I'll have to show you the colors, or I will put them in the bottom, down in the description so you know. So we are going out there, and I will be videoing again like I do, and you will see that there's no air conditioning on, and the windows are cracked just a little bit, and we're going to sit out there and have this test, and then I will show you what happens. So I will see you when I get back in, and we will conclude this test. So I will see you then, everybody. All right, everybody, I am back, and I made my video in the vehicle and some things. So I want you to know that my face itself, the sides of my face, you'll see, look good. Okay. Some portions, one portion of one side of my face, and what's interesting, I'll show you the photo, but what's interesting is my mascara I don't think is waterproof, and it's intact, and my eyeliner's intact, but I'm going to show you what it did. So this is my face in the vehicle, and I'm using flash with this because it shows you where the foundation is and where it's not. So this is the first photo. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to show you this. This is the other side of my face. My foundation is everywhere, but as you can see where my nose is, okay, do you see that patchiness and where it's really patchy to the point where it's removing. So I have an idea about that. Now on this side, it's not doing that. On the other side of my face, it isn't doing that. All right, it's okay on the other side of my face. This is what I think. Well, I thought that, but I don't know. Okay, so this is on my forehead, and you see right up in there, you can see where the foundation is and where it's not. Okay, but that's right up by my hairline, and it didn't sweat droplets, but you know, uh, it was hot in there, So 94 degrees, and now I took another flash, and up at the very top part of my hairline, it did come away at the very top, right by my hair. It did melt, or it did remove. It's not there, okay? So the rest of my forehead, it is just not there. This I was going to show you where it is still, patchy. Okay, so the patchy part, I'm not going to show you this. There's a patchy part right by my eye. I just showed you this, okay? But this side of my face was on the inside of my vehicle, and the other side where it didn't do that was on the other side of my vehicle where the window was. And there was a slight breeze coming in, not continually, but every few minutes, every few seconds, there would be a light breeze coming in. Not heavy, but enough that I think it kept my face cool, and so it didn't, it didn't melt. It didn't start to leave. Now my face looks great. My face has absolutely no, there's my face on one side, and as you can see how good it looks, no problem at all. But this again is my hairline, and as you can see, it did come off. It did sweat off. But again, I'm sitting in a 95-degree vehicle deliberately with no air. So, there's my, okay, there it is. And then, yeah, and it's like that on both sides around my hairline. So, okay, so this, I started, this was before, I did the test. I wanted to take photos, what everything looked like before I started. Okay. And my eyes look great. So, it's okay. I'm not upset with, not upset, but just, I think Glamoflauge is still a great foundation. I do. And I think, that, L'Oreal did similar. There was one area where L'Oreal, came off, and I marked that area with a marker, or I used an eyeliner to show you where. But you know what? I mean, it still looks good. Okay. And if I was walking around, uh, um, outside today, it probably wouldn't do that. But I was sitting in a vehicle, and there was very little air coming in. So, just a slight breeze coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video and, give you the update and show you everything about that. And, I just think it still has the claim of waterproof and transfer proof. If you want to, I think it's still wearable. Most people aren't going to sit in a vehicle at 94 degrees without air conditioning. And if you take if you take a transport of some kind, they're going to have air conditioning. So the chance of you being stuck in a 94-degree vehicle without any airflow at all is remote. So I'm going to play this, and, all right. Well, first I'll show you the windows, okay? And then the windows to give me a slight breeze. And then it is 95 inside the vehicle, but it's also 95 outside. And not just that, it is 12% humidity. And so I've been timing about 30 minutes. I had a timer going for about 30 minutes, but I had hours going as well. And when I saw that, I stopped that and redid 30 minutes. So I'm on the other half of 30 minutes. I've been looking over my face, and there's some patchiness, kind of like it didn't leave, but there's definitely some patchiness in my forehead. My forehead's really tacky right now. And then there's some patchiness, a little bit on my nose, on the top, where there would be foundation going into my, you apply foundation toward the inner corner of your eye and your nose and upward, and there's some patchiness in there. Some places in there it did leave. I'm not faulting the foundation for that, because most people don't sit in a vehicle without air conditioning going, in 95-degree weather. They have air going, and I don't, to put the foundation, to its test. So, it promises waterproof and transfer resistant. So, but my face, on my, aside from up, around my eye area on one side, face looks good. There's a little bit of patchiness on my forehead. But I think, this is what I think, if I was walking around outside or just sitting outside, it wouldn't look like that. But I am sitting in a 95-degree vehicle without air conditioning deliberately to see what the foundation does on its own. I'm not wearing any setting spray. I applied Glamoflauge with setting powder, and that was all. So this is to see what the foundation does by itself. So with setting spray, especially UD all-nighter, and just being outside, even if I didn't have UD on, even if I didn't wear that, I think that the foundation would be just fine. There's a breeze, a light breeze going, and I think it would be all right. But, I'm sitting in a hot car deliberately, with I get a light breeze every few minutes. I think the foundation would be just fine. But I'm forcing a sweat. So I'm not faulting Glamoflauge. I'm not, I think that their foundation does what it says. I think that, the last time for 2 days in a row, I did the sweat test. It was not as hot as it is now. It was in the 80s one day, and the day before that, it was in the 70s. So this is the hottest it's been that I've done the sweat test and the humidity test. So, I don't think I'm going to redo the test, but I'm going to do it just sitting outside, and then I'll do the test again. But, most people don't sit in a hot car like I am. So, I don't think it's a problem just outside, as you're sitting, enjoying your day, walking around. Now, in places where there's really high humidity, you might test first to make sure. When you're home, not doing anything, or just staying home, put your Glamoflauge on and sit out there, or just go outside, and test it. But I don't think it's going to be patchy or do what it's doing now, outside. But in here, my face looks good. My face looks great, and not all of my forehead is patchy. When I get inside, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to photo what's going on, and you'll see. But I think that Glamoflauge is an excellent foundation. I think it does what it says, and I think I put it to extra measures, you know, to question the claims. So I will see you all here in a few minutes. I'm almost done, and I'll see you later. So have a good one, everybody. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm going to not today, but I'm going to redo foundation. This time I'm not going to get in the car. I'm just going to wear it like I would, and I'm going to go outside and I'm going to sit outside. I'm not going to use setting spray. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do what I did today, apply the foundation, set it with powder, and, just be outside for 30 minutes to an hour, and I'll see what it does. But I don't think it's going to do what it did today. Um, and, if are in a situation close to what I was in with my car, what you could do is use a brush instead of a sponge to, give extra, um, you know, um, build up the foundation a little bit because, it goes on, it's a lot more concentrated with the brush. And also what you can do is, you know, um, use, if you have UD on light or setting spray, that definitely is waterproof. And, and then, but you definitely want to test it and make sure first. But, um, I'm going to test it again, this time just being outside in the heat, and we'll see what it does. Um, I know in lower temperatures, it doesn't do what it did today. So, and that was in the car. I tested it in the car twice, 2 days in a row, but both were at different temperatures. The first day was 70 degrees. Second day was in the 80s. And I waited until today to do it again, specifically, like I did the other test with the other foundations, to see what it did at 90 degrees and humidity. So, um, but, I think that in very hot weather, sometimes you have to take steps and measures to help the foundation. So, that's good. Glamoflauge is $5 in the lower end department store. $5 isn't very much. Even if it was 7, most foundations are like $10, $12, sometimes $15. That's over the counter. So for a $5 foundation, I can name other foundations that cost as much as Glamoflauge does over the counter, and they have no claims. No claims other than they go on your face. That's it. So for them to have transfer proof and waterproof is pretty good in my opinion. So, I like Glamoflauge. I like Hard Candy. And I think that, again, 94 degrees, with no air conditioning, and it's in a hot car, and my car is black, so dark colors uh draw heat. So there was just a little bit of breeze going, and L'Oreal did the same thing. L'Oreal Infallible did the same thing, not to the degree that this did, but I did mark the place on my forehead where it came off. But again, I think that this is completely wearable in this heat. I think that, um, you know, if, a waterproof primer underneath, and then a waterproof setting spray, I think it'll be just fine. And also, when I test again outside, same heat, same humidity, we'll see what it does. But I don't think it's going to do. I think it's going to be just fine out there. So I noticed that the one side of my face that was nearest the window with the breeze didn't break down around my nose like the other side did. So my thought is the side, my right side, all right, the right side of my face was in continual, um, you know, heat on the inside of the vehicle, and whatever humidity was there, so it was constant, whereas on my left side there was a breeze every couple of seconds going through, a real light breeze, but when the cool would hit my face it felt really good. So I think that cool breeze, uh would cool off my face, and it kept my nose from doing the same thing it did on my left or my right side. So I think that's what that was. So when I sit out there, you know, I'm going to be checking it just like I did in the car, but I think it'll be all right. So, all right, everybody. That is all for this video. I think it's good to know what foundations do. And I'm not stopping here. There are other foundations out there. They have claims, and we're gonna test those claims. Um, so all right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video, which is coming up here pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that. Click the notify for all the videos because they are coming quickly. And incoming subs, welcome. Subs, thank you for subbing. And lurkers, you know you're my incoming subs, so welcome. And everybody, I will see you in my next video. So I'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.